Hi class, topic natin ngayon is simple interest. So, interest, an amount charged for the use of money. Principal, the amount of money borrowed. Term, the length of transaction period. So, it starts on the origin date and ends on the maturity date. Unit for term is years. Maturity value, the amount of money received at the end of the term. So, it is the sum of the principal and the interest earned. So first kind of interest is simple interest. So a type of interest wherein only the original principal earns interest for the duration of the term. So for example, time deposit. So yung time deposit, it uses simple interest. Okay. So formula for simple interest or IS 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 equals PRT, where P is the principal. So P, principal, R is yung rate. So rate unit is percentage. T is term. Term unit is years. So to get the simple interest, multiply the principal times yung rate times yung term. Yan. Next. Example. Find the interest earned after 3 years if 12,000 is deposited in a savings account which earns 5% simple interest. So first, read the problem. Second, identify the given in the problem. So, given 3 years. So, 3 years is the term. Yan. Years. 12,000, that is the principal amount. Principal. Then, 5%, that is your rate. Okay, rate is lagi naka-percent. So, formula for simple interest, IS, is P times R times T. Then, substitute. P is 12,000. Yan. R is rate, 5%. Then you can write it in decimal, pwede rin percentage. So in decimal, 0.05. Yan. Then term is 3. Yan. Tapos kailangan syempre meron kayong calculator. Yan. So calculator. So 12,000 times 0.05 or sa kasyo meron siyang 5% eh. So 5 cheap percentage. Yan. Times 3 years equals. So, ang interest is 1,800 pesos. Yan. So, yun ang answer. 1,800. So, pwede nyo gamitin 0.05 or 5%. Depende sa calculator. So, kailangan nyo aralin paano gamitin yung calculator nyo na mas maayos. So, class, if we're looking for the maturity value or final value or future amount, so, di ba, it is the sum of the principal plus interest. So, magiging 12,000 plus 1,800. So, yung final amount or yung future amount is 13,800. Yan. If hinahanap yung final amount. Yan. So, erase natin. Next example or next slide. Next slide. So, formula for the maturity value. So, maturity value is the sum of the principal plus interest. Or, para mas direct, F equals P times 1 plus RT. So, yung I in expand, di ba? I is equivalent to PRT. Tapos, common mo na may factor P, then 1 plus RT. So, F. Sir, bakit F? Hindi M yung maturity value. Kasi F is the future value or the final amount. So, received at the end of the term. So, in this context, we say that the principal P is the current or present value of F. And para di kayo malito, future, present. And next slide. And so, what is the maturity value of an 8,000 peso debt payable in 2 years at 12 and 3/4%? So, we're looking for the maturity value or the future amount. 8,000, this is the principal. 2 years, so term yan. 12 and 3/4%, that is rate. And so, F equals P times 1 plus RT. So, P is 8,000 times 1 plus yung rate natin, you can convert it to decimal. So, first yung fraction muna. So, yung 3/4 fraction, pag i-convert sa decimal, so magiging ano yan, 0.75%. So, i-convert nyo naman na decimal pa. So, magiging 0.1275. Yan. So, 1 plus 0.1275, yan, times term. So, 2 years. Yan. Tapos, enter nyo lang sa calculator nyo. So, calculator, 8,000, parenthesis, 1 plus R. So, R is 12 in the report. So, gamitin ko na lang dito yung mixed number. Shift mixed number, 12 and 3/4 percent. So, shift percent times 2 years. So, maturity value is 10,040. Yan. So, F equals 10,040 pesos. So, kailangan may unit kasi pag walang unit, mali. So, erase natin. Another example. Minimize. Another example. Hindi pala. Derive muna formula. So, if yung simple interest equals PRT, so paano if we're looking for P, we're looking for R, if we're looking for term. So, gawa na lang kayo ng triangle. Yan. So, lagay nyo dito. I equals P times R times T. So, if we're looking for T, yan, T. So, I over PR. So, I over PR. Yan, parang sa bilis. So, ganun din sa ibang given. If ganito naman yung formula natin, tapos we're looking for P, so P equals F over 1 plus RT. Yan. If given yung final amount, then rate plus time. Rate and term. Yan. So, pwede kayo mag-derive ng kahit anong formula using this. Yan. So, example na lang tayo. Yan. Example. A 5-year investment had a maturity value of 27,500. So, maturity value. So, this one is F. If the applied rate was 7.5 simple interest, so R, what was the original principal? So, yung 5 years, this one is yung term. So, we're looking for the original principal P. Yan. So, ang given is F tapos R tapos T. Walang I. So, yung formula kanina, F over 1 plus RT. Yan. So, substitute. So, P equals 27,500 over 1 plus rate is 7.5% or 0.075 times term is 5 years. Yan. So, P equals. Tapos, calculator. 27,500 over 1 plus. So, gamitin ko yung percentage ng kasyo. Yan. 7.5 shift percent. Hindi ako endorser ng kasyo, ha? Times 5 equals. Yan. So, ang principal amount is 20,000. 20,000 pesos. Yan na yan. So, kailangan meron lang kayong copy ng formula tsaka alam nyo paano gamitin yung calculator nyo. So, erase natin to. Yan. Next number. Yan. At what simple interest rate? So, we're looking for simple interest rate. So, we're looking for R. Yan. Was 16,500 invested. So, ito yung P. Kasi invest. If it earned an interest. It earned an interest of 1,620. So, ito yung I. Just after 1.5 years. So, ito yung term. So, we're looking for R given PIT. So, R equals I over PT. So, R equals I, 1,620 over P, 16,500 times 1.5 years. Yan, 1.5. So, using your calculator, yan. So, calculator. So, 1,620 over 16,500 times 1.5 equals. So, ang answer is 0.0654545454. Meaning na may parenthesis dyan is 5454 or yung 54 bar. Yan. Repeating decimal. So, yung R natin, ang unit niyan is percentage. So, ito, para maging percentage yan, you're going to multiply it by 100. So, yung calculator natin, kailangan nyo bang i-multiply yan by 100 para maging percentage. So, meaning, ang pinaka-answer natin is 6.5454% or rate is 6.55%. Yan. Kailangan kasi naka-percent yung rate natin. Yan. So, next slide. Yan. How much is the maturity value? So, maturity value. How much is the maturity value if 14,500 is placed in an account earning 6.5% simple interest for 18 months? Yan. So, F equals P times 1 plus RT. Yan. So, substitute. P is yung 14,500. Yung in-invest. Yan. Or nilagay sa bank. 1 plus rate is 6.25% or 0.0625. Yan. Times term. Di ba ang term natin is years? Eh, paano to months, sir? So, yung months na yan, kailangan yung i-convert sa years. So, paano i-convert? 18. Over. Ilang months ba in 1 year? So, we have 12 months in 1 year. Yan. Ganyan lang gagawin para ma-convert. Tapos, i-calculator na lang. So, pag ang given months, i-over nyo lang sa 12. Kasi we have nga 12 months in a year. So, 14,500 parenthesis 1 plus 6.25%. Yan. Times 18 over 12. Yan. Kaya may over 12 kasi months yung given. Yan. So, SD. So, isabihin, 15,859.38 yung maturity value. So, maturity value is, kailangan peso? 15,859.38. So, round up, nearest centavo. Yan. Nearest centavo, sabihin, 2 decimal places. Yan. So, yan na yung final amount or yung maturity value. Okay, so next slide. Ay, sorry. Next slide. Find the present value. So, we're looking for P. Present value of 100,000, which is the amount due in 200 days. Yan, amount due, sabihin, ito yung F, ito yung final amount, the future value. If money's worth is 10.5% simple interest. So, 10.5 is yung rate. So, ang given is term F, R, tapos T. So, if we're looking for P, equals F over 1 plus RT. So, F natin is 100,000. Yan. Over 1 plus, rate natin is, rate, 10.5% or 0.105. Yan. Times, term. So, term natin 200 days. Sir, paano yan 200 days? So, pag days, 200 over 360. Yan. Sir, ba 360? Kasi yung 360, ang tawag dyan is banker's rule. Banker's rule. So, sa bangko, yun ang ginagamit. Tapos, kunyari, naka-specify na find the exact interest. Exact interest. Tapos, naka-specify na you're looking for the exact interest, ang gagamitin nyo is over 365. Yan. Pag nakalagay, simple interest lang, 360 lang yan. The banker's rule. So, yung P, ito na, i-calculator natin. So, magiging, calculator, yan. So, magiging 100,000 over 1 plus 10.5%. Yan. Times 200 over 360. Yan. Equals, yan. So, present amount is 94,488.19 pesos. Yan. Ito na yung present value. Present value or face value. Yan. So, delete natin. Next slide. Yan. Find the maturity value of 150,000 peso investment. So, ito yung P. From May 24 to January 12, 2012 at 200.7 at 7.25%. Ito yung rate. Yan. So, pag ganyan yung given, pag ang given is date, so kailangan yung hanapin yung exact number of days. So, meron yan, ayan na malabo. So, meron yan 230 days. So, ganito yan. Alam nyo yung 30 days sa September, April, June, and November. So, magiging ano yan? May 31 yan, minus 24. So, ilan yan? 7. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, hanggang January 12, 2012. So, May, June has 30 days, July has 31, and so on. So, pag inad nyo lahat ng numbers ng days, 233 yun. Yun yun kapag given ang date. Kailangan find the exact number of days. And so, we're looking for the maturity value. So, F equals P times 1 plus RT. So, P is 150,000 na in-invest. 1 plus rate is 7.25% or 0.0725 times time. So, yung time is 233 days. So, 233 days. Wala naman nakalagay na exact interest. Ang nakalagay, simple interest. So, over 360. Yan. So, using our calculator, i-solve natin yan. Tapos, compute. So, 150,000. Yan. Parenthesis. 1 plus 7.25% times 233 over 360. Yan. Tapos close parenthesis. Sabihin, ang maturity value ng amount na yan is 157,038.54 pesos. Yan na yan. So, exact number of days over 360 kasi wala naman nakalagay na exact. Next example. Last example. So, yung last example, find the maturity value. So, maturity value ulit. So, find F of 50,000 peso. Debt. So, utang yun. So, principal yan. At 8.15% from May 24, 2011 to January 24, 2012. So, F equals P times 1 plus RT. Substitute ang given. So, P is 50,000. Yan. 1 plus R is 0.0815 times. Sir, paano yan? So, ganito yan. Pag yung date nila is coinciding, ibig sabihin ng coinciding, parehas yung date. Yan, di ba? Parehas silang 24. So, gagawin nyo, bibilangan nyo lang yung number of months. So, May 2011, so May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, hanggang January 24, 2012. So, ilang days yan? So, ilang months pala, ilang months. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sabihin, 0.0815 times 9 months. So, 9 months yan, convert to years, over 12. Yan. So, pag coinciding dates, find the number of months. So, calculator. So, 50,000 times 1 plus 8.15 times 9 over 12. Yan. Tapos, close parenthesis. Yan. Equals. SD para maging, decimal siya. So, ibig sabihin, 53,056.25. Yan na yung maturity value. So, ganyan lang mag-compute ng simple interest. Marami tayong klase ng interest. Meron tayong simple interest, meron tayong discount interest, meron tayong compound interest. So, ito yung simple interest. So, yan. Kung may tutunan, siyempre okay. Kung may tanong, i-comment nyo na lang. Salamat.